the internet, and welcome to season 363, episode 3 of Daily Zeitgeist, a production of iHeartRadio. Wow. So much coming out there. So much. We are America's only undecided podcast. It's still undecided. Look,
I'll go with the winner.
I talked about it beforehand. I committed a bit of voter fraud, and I voted for them both. I just had to do the voting equivalent of a standing slow clap.
And by that, you voted for both Jill Stein and RFK?
And RFK. Yeah, my two favorite candidates. Why? Who did you think I was talking about this whole time? Zeit Gang? This is a podcast where we take a deep dive into America's shared consciousness. It's also a podcast that for the long ones, we record a day in advance. So it's Wednesday, November 6th, 2024, where you are.
Yeah.
Where we are,
it's election day right now.
It's Tuesday, November 5th. We are in the silent meditation retreat that Jared Leto was at for the first 3 weeks of the pandemic, where he came back 2 weeks into lockdown and was like, guys, what the fuck? The traffic is like amazing right now. What is
all my favorite?
Or am I just like so zen that it just seems like there's no traffic? Anyways, that's where we are. We are in the past. We are inside a time capsule. We don't know what happened in the election last night.
Today, whatever this is. But look, I think everyone, I don't know.
Schrodinger's podcast episode.
I will say this, having to do a daily news show over the last year has been a bit of an exhausting endeavor.
You're welcome, America.
And I just want to go to a nice place and not think about what can or can't be electorally. But
I want to go to the farm where my pet dog went. And, when I was a kid.
You don't want to go there.
No, it sounded so nice. There was a nice couple that just kind of played with him.
Yeah.
Threw tennis balls. I love chasing. Miles, you know me. I love chasing tennis balls.
Yeah, but look closely at the woman there. Her name's Christy Nome. You don't want to be at this place. It's bad news bears, Walter Matthau. Hey, it's November 6th, but hey, I guess that means...
Does anybody have the nerve?
What?
To do a day on November 6th.
Oh, they do.
I mean, hell, they did National Redheads Day and National Donuts Day on Election Day. What do we got today?
So November 6th, this is the day after Election Day, National Saxophone Day.
Okay.
National Nachos Day. And National Stress Awareness Day, which I think everyone is acutely aware of maybe their stress. I think that was the one apt day we've seen today. But
I feel like they maybe should have moved that one back a couple. To be like, hey, stress, huh?
Yeah. Or forward, yeah.
Yeah, or forward. Big day for Bill Clinton, I guess. That guy playing the saxophone, getting winning presidential election news.
Yep.
And I don't think he ever kicked nachos out of bed, if you know what I'm saying.
I wrote my own spec script called American Nacho.
Guys, we got nothing. We've got nothing. This is the episode. We don't know who won the fucking presidential election last night. But that's not true, Miles. It's not true that we got nothing. Actually, first of all, we do have AKAs. My name is JackO'Brien, aka Let's Find Something Else to Talk About. Fuck this election just all around. Let's find something else to talk about. How about mud? Halcyon Salad on the Discord. Kind of anticipating what this show is going to be.
Yeah, I was about to say, were you going to say mud larking?
Yeah, basically, I think they... Did we tell them what we were doing? No. I feel like we might have teased. But anyways...
Oh, maybe.
I'm thrilled to be joined, as always, by my co-host, Mr. Miles Gray!
Whoa! Wow! It's Miles. It's Miles.
Hey, man.
It's Miles, man. Look,
no games.
I just want to chill out. I could care less about the nation struggling.
I just want to kiss you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure, the capitalism will win. So that
Capitalism always wins.
I do feel good about that.
I guess the question is, who does that?
Whose version?
benefit?
Taylor's version? Or we don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's Miles. Thanks. Shout out everybody. We made it. Okay. Yesterday, take your time. And here we are. We're on the other side of it, and I feel fine. We just need to do something else. I think everyone needs a little bit of a
world as we know it.
Something else to talk about. And then, hey, come Thursday when we know maybe a little bit more, maybe we can start dunking on people. We'll see. Or
we will see. Well, Miles.
Yes.
It being the substitute teacher day.
Yeah.
It's teacher's out because teacher doesn't know what the fuck to talk about. No big news that we can speak of that is going to be relevant in 24 hours. We are rolling in the video cart.
Yeah.
And we've got, I think, rated best substitute teacher that I could fucking imagine in my imagination.
Yeah.
Number one with a bullet. It's a hilarious stand-up comedian, actor, musician. You can listen to his podcast, Cold Brew Got Me, like anywhere. His book, The Advice King Anthology, is available now anywhere fine books are sold.
Go get it, for God's sake.
Please.
The poetry window is open because it's Chris motherfucking Crofton!
What's up? What's up? I got an AKA. I wrote it myself.
It works every time. So. Hell yeah, Bud Light.
You genuinely got Chris to laugh.
My God. Oh, my God. The
Chris.
election had a terrible effect on JackO'Brien. Just straight up going, what's that?
Yeah, it's the election that did that.
That's it. It's like finally just... Okay, so, here's my AKA. Chris Crofton on parade. Down. Chris Crofton on parade. Down. There we go.
Wow.
Crofton fever.
Oh, yeah.
Crofton fever. America's got one thing that we can guarantee that won't be different about America tomorrow. America's still going to have Crofton fever.
Hell yeah.
And so that's why
that's true.
That's why.
And no matter what happens, they can't take away my 7.4 on Pitchfork.
Hell no, they can't.
That's not on the ballot.
No, it isn't. That's not up for
debate. Did you see that one Pitchfork article where they went back and like rejiggered reviews and were like, actually, this album that we gave a 9 to, we're gonna move it down to like a 7.
Right. Yeah. It turns out, clap your hands, say it wasn't actually a 10.
They did it to Big Boy from Outkast, which I think was actually probably his first album was very good, but they were like, this is one of the best rap albums of all time.
That's one way to stop thinking about the election. Revise your reviews of Heavy D and the Boys or whatever.
Yeah.
Pitchfork.
We shouldn't. Heavy D and the Boys actually deserved a 5.9, not a 5.4.
Exactly.
Are you trying to avoid thinking about the election?
Who, me?
No.
Oh my God! What a horrible time to be alive. So today's like a bad day. Except like some people aren't even thinking about it. I think about that. There's a lot of people who do not even care about this.
Don't give a shit.
Fucking bit.
Great. I love that.
We've been following these 7, I think it was 7 undecided voters on the front page of the New York Times. Every time something big happened in the election, they'd check in with these 7 random people who were like, I don't really know. And one of them was like always leaning Trump. And then they ended up voting for Harris, and their explanation was like, I just like looked into it, and like he was like committing fraud during the last, like he was asking people to like steal votes for him. So they kind of won me over at the finish line with that feature, because it was like, oh yeah, like most people don't give a shit about this stuff at all. They're like, I pay attention to the election like once every 4 years for like, you have 4
Chris,
days.
who's calling? Who's calling you, Chris?
My friend Parker.
Pick it up, Chris. Pick it up.
What's up, Parker?
Answer the phone.
Yeah, give him a
anytime anybody calls us during this episode.
All right. Are we picking up scam likelies too?
I don't know.
We just totally lost commitment on that one.
Scam likelies, I feel like, are usually just don't even say anything.
Yeah.
Well, Parker's my friend who he plays drums for all these huge acts, and he also is currently working at a supermarket. So we just try and help each other through this. We're both in our 50s and trying to figure out, like, hey, how do we make money?
Right.
Yeah.
Like
it's a cool system that we have with the talent. Some of our most talented musicians.
He's had so much success that people would totally assume that he is rich, and he is not. Not only is he not rich.
Yeah.
And the same with me. It's like, not that people would think I was rich, but Parker's resume is pretty incredible. But we're just sort of helping each other. We talk a lot about what's next for us and trying to hang in there and still make art, but also just sort of try to normalize our existence and stop trying to live on just 100% trying to, I don't know, like living on your own reputation doesn't work. And like, and you would think, like that it would. Or maybe you've been convinced that once you did this special thing, then you would feel great for the rest of your life, which, not only that, it only lasts like a couple days. You get on a high after something, no matter how great it is. Like, I remember,
that's the most I've ever gotten from a good thing is a couple days.
Yeah.
That's like a land speed record of like, wow, the vibes are really good for 36 a couple
hours.
Days.
I mean, the only person who's successfully run on 100% special events is like Mick Jagger. And it's sort of sad. It's sad to watch.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to go out again. Tonight, you want to go out again? You're 82 years old. Yeah, but I feel empty.
No, but you're
like, can't we go somewhere? I know someone will recognize me.
Your hand hasn't stopped bleeding in days.
Do we have a gig tomorrow? I mean, that works for him because he can always get a gig.
I'm interested to see, speaking of hand hasn't stopped bleeding in a couple of days, I'm interested. I have this like random phantom jaw pain for the past like week and a half, and I'm wondering if it's election related. Like,
what do you mean phantom?
Like just a pain right here that, like, I don't know. It doesn't correspond to anything. It just hurts really bad, like all of a sudden. I think TMJ? It like kicks up sometimes when like things are stressful. Just it'll be interesting to see if it's related to election stress.
Is that one of the new keys
or if I'm
to
dying.
Winning the election?
What's that?
It's one of the new keys to winning the election.
Yes.
Who wins the election? What about the jaw pain factor?
Yeah, Democratic win coming if Jack has jaw pain.
Well, that's kind of interesting too. What you bringing up your jaw pain and being like, "What the hell's my jaw pain?" It's like we're like all like kind of going back to like trying to have community, even on a podcast where we're supposed to be being like, "Whoa, like, oh my God, look at this stupid pair of shoes that so and so is wearing," and now you're like,
now you're just shitting
I have a phantom pain. Do you guys know what it is? Like that's what everybody's doing, and I don't think it's all bad because when things are just up and running like they were for most of my life, where you're just like, politics or something you don't need to worry about and America's going to be fine because it's America. You don't really think you need to rely on anybody. And so this is a lousy way to find out about it. But I think in a capitalist society, it's the only way we would ever find out about it is to completely be brought to our knees with stress. And then finally we will reach out to somebody because we have no choice. And that's a crazy way to be because we're always supposed to be reaching out to each other.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I love that you're on here talking about phantom pain. And now I'm going to show you guys a spot on my leg.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my leg up to hold on. I'm going to see what you guys think this is.
Okay. Let me see.
I'm not really going to do it.
Damn it. Coward.
All right. This is where we usually say, Chris, we're going to get to know you a little bit better in a moment. First, some things we're talking about later. We ain't talking about shit.
Anything
we don't
but
have
the
shit
election.
to talk about.
We got a lot to say.
We got
but not a lot to talk about.
We're going to take a break today. I'm so glad you guys are taking a break. Let's have fun because
kick back.
Let's have some sort of
Look at some Crofton videos.
Yeah, favorite compilations. You know, we got it.
And when I say let's have some fun, I mean
JFK videos.
Yeah, let's pretend that our problems are from another time. Let's talk about the JFK assassination, which actually does connect to all this, because if the boomers had their shit together, the boomers would have fucking stormed the Capitol when JFK got assassinated. Not like 2 years ago.
Right.
They were too happy. They had too much stuff. Like the middle class was still firing on all cylinders. It was too much of
like a whiplash. But it is wild to realize, like, when you go back and read, like, the conspiracy theory started right away. Like, the second they shot Oswald too, like, killed Oswald on national TV, like, as everyone was like at home still mourning, like, Kennedy being assassinated, and then like Oswald gets shot on TV, like, everyone was like, okay, this like doesn't make any fucking, like, this is a weird cover. Like, they started right away. But you're right that like they were like, what is this strange mixture of like suspicion and anxiety and depression? It's like, oh, that's, cynicism. That's you've just like cynicism has just been invented for you. A lot of boomers.
Yeah, the economy was too good back then for them to really be like, they were like, this seems like bullshit, but whatever. But now they're like, now the economy's shot, so now they're like, something's wrong in the deep state and all this stuff. And the deep state's been like, just doing diabolical shit for the entire length of our country's existence. But they just are ready now to say, I've had enough. What the fuck? The Democrats, Hey,
I'm counting on that deep state to, do the right thing. You know what I mean?
Whatever it is, this country has been an absolute scam since day one, and it was just a scam that made people happy enough that they didn't care that it was a scam. But now they've all decided it was a scam just because now they have to wait too long in line at the grocery store or whatever stupid reason they've decided that they've had it.
They're not speaking English at Wendy's.
Right, but the time they should have lost their minds is when fucking the CIA, in conjunction with who knows who, blew away one of the most popular presidents in history on fucking television. And they were...
Well, it wasn't on television when... It didn't happen on television.
Well, maybe some local affiliates, maybe.
No, the Zapruder film came a long time later. Like, at the time, it was like more of people hearing tell of it. And then once Zapruder came out, people got that. I think that fucked people up pretty bad. Also,
Zapruder,
yeah,
deep state operative.
Barely knew her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what Zapruder backwards spells?
President Reagan.
Spells like
all right, we truly like have very little planned for this episode, other than
guys,
Chris.
we're in a fugue state.
We're in a bit of a standing on the edge of a future that could go in many different, very strange, very horrible directions. One thing I think we'll all still enjoy, in addition to Chris Crofton, is some fucking videos, guys. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. We're going to look at some of Chris's favorite videos, some of our favorite videos, some old classics. We'll describe them to you if you're just listening to this episode, and we'll be right back. And we're back.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, we are.
Do we know who won yet?
So back.
Do we know who won yet?
I am checking Twitter as though that's going to happen.
I'm checking Twitter right now, and it sounds like people. Yeah, the polls are still open. Okay,
polls still open.
We're not going to know who won. Even, I mean, right? We're not going to know.
What are we going to know? I think because of
I thought we weren't fucking talking about this shit.
I think because of last 2020, we all think it's going to take a week, but I think it's unlikely to take that long.
No, they changed. A lot of laws changed. For
so
quicker
we
vote
should
counts.
know. They should know by the time they listen to this. The 5 people who aren't just skipping forward to our episode where we talk about who actually won.
Yeah.
But this is a fun one.
Yeah, I think that the reason I brought a couple videos. One is this account. Well, it's a guy or somebody calling themselves Helmer Reenberg, and it's a ton of like. I love these videos. They're all about the JFK assassination, and they all have this like public domain spooky music behind them, and that's the main thing I like. It's like I know some people like to listen to like, women eat pasta or whatever, and that's called
mukbang,
MSR.
ASMR,
ASMR,
pasta,
yeah.
ASMR,
yeah, or whatever. Eat like a strawberry covered chocolate or whatever. Like that guy we had on one time. Remember that guy we talked about who ate all that crazy food? Like sexy food.
Yeah.
So like for me, this is like that. It's like I chill out and I look at this and I realize that this country has been an absolute. It's just full of it's a pyramid scheme, and that does tie into me feeling better about yes. We need to stop going to Starbucks and start running for office. And that has been the case for a long time. It's just that now we're finding out. And so I know that if Trump or what's her name, Kamala, gets...
What's her name?
No, I mean, I don't even know. Like, or Jill Stein or whoever. It's going to be the same baloney. It's going to be the same baloney, basically. Trump's going to act like
it's going to be a little worse with Trump.
Oh, it will be a little bit worse. Yeah. It'll definitely be a little bit worse.
What sort of get up? Oh,
God,
who is it? Now you got to say, you got to reply.
Let me see.
And then smiley face with this.
Yeah, that one, like the one big eye, one little eye, like,
one big eye.
I think that
it was Parker. Parker's texted me and he says, let's talk more tonight. Fuck the election. That's what he said.
Hell yeah. Anyway, yeah, all that to say, yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. Fuck, we're talking about the election again, but I just
no, we're not.
The real
we're talking about feelings around the election.
I have a feeling America's going to go back to brunch so fucking hard. It's going to be just mind blowing.
Brunch, Benny, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole thing, how like the sort of like that was the phrase in 2020, how everyone was so tired of like the pandemic and like being politically engaged and the like, Black Lives Matter things that were happening over the summer. That people were like, can we just get like back to brunch, like where we don't have to like deal with the ills of our current country.
Right. Like Kings of Leon's new record that's called Can We Please Have Fun?
Yes.
Way to read the room, absolute fuckheads.
My friend from high school, I think, is married to that singer. Anyway, shall we? Do you want to? So this is Helmer Reenberg. God,
babe, can we please have fun?
Yes, this is Helmer Reenberg, and he's just talking about like the Officer Tippit shooting. And if you guys don't know about the Officer Tippit shooting,
set this up for me.
Officer Tippit was shot allegedly by Lee Harvey Oswald while he was running from after the assassination, when he was running toward the theater where he got caught.
Right.
But Officer Tippit wasn't supposed to be where he was when he was shot. He was supposed to be downtown along with every other patrol officer that was in the city because the assassination had already happened. So he wasn't supposed to be, and they even have like transcripts. This isn't like 1910. They had transcripts of the police calls. They even have audio of all the police calls. They were taping all the transmissions. So they have the
radio chatter.
They have the radio. They have the actual announcement where they say all patrol, every officer in this city, every squad car go to Dealey Plaza. And
wouldn't that be the perfect setup for a Die Hard movie?
Robbery,
yeah, bank robbery. It's like, oh, you thought the JFK assassination was political?
Yeah.
Who said we're not bank robbers? Come on.
Who took
and
off
for some reason,
Hans Booby. Okay.
Officer Tippit was in this neighborhood that was nowhere near downtown. And they
it was close enough that Lee Harvey Oswald was able to reach there on foot, right?
Well, but Lee Harvey Oswald didn't kill Officer Tippit.
Okay.
I mean, the whole assassination is absolute garbage. I mean,
how did this turn into the fucking JFK debate show suddenly? What the fuck is going on?
Isn't it more fun to debate something that's way in the past, though?
I just love that. I know this is Jack's shit. So you're not. I know you have an opinion on every single thing, and Crofton too with this energy. I'm just gonna be like, here. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all I know is that if anybody believes that Lee Harvey Oswald shot JFK by himself, they are absolutely insane. That is the most obvious, completely
Okay, we got a head nod from
insane,
Jack there. Okay.
I agree.
insane, ridiculous.
I don't think they're I don't think it's as insane as some of the other theories. I don't think he acted alone, but I have.
Well, he may have done something.
I've talked about before.
He may have done something, but he also may not have, because there were people running out of the building that saw him in the second floor cafeteria holding a Coca-Cola like 2 seconds after the shooting, which implied that he was in the cafeteria while the shooting was happening.
How does Coca-Cola leave branding like that on the table?
Yeah.
You know, he just changed the course of human history and immediately is overcome with the need to have a refreshing
Harvey
Coca-Cola.
Oswald liked Coca-Cola so much that he was able to shoot the president and run 4 floors.
Yeah. And then kill again.
Ain't
like
like the real
5 blocks away.
So the Helmer Reenberg thing is just great. Helmer Reenberg's great for whoever he is. Some guy, from Sweden, probably from 15 years ago.
Helmer Reenberg.
He probably got run over by a bus in 2010. It doesn't matter. I'm watching this shit from 2007. Yeah. And anyway, I love these things because it reminds me that we're not the first generation to deal with a bunch of nonsense, except for this time we are aware of it. And that generation, for some reason, was like, I'm happy enough with my, $1 a pound ground chuck, and I don't care who shot Officer Tippit.
Yeah, I got ground sirloin for $1.25.
But if you think Lee Harvey Oswald,
wait, so what is this? This is first of all, Chris, this is a 10-minute video. So
we don't have to watch any of it. I'm just saying.
I do want to hear the music.
I didn't know we were really doing videos, because last time I should have gotten more fun. I didn't know we were doing this show. I didn't know we were doing like escapism. I would have brought you a video of some guy like getting slapped in the face by a paintbrush.
Okay, well, let's look at that too. But this is the Helmer Reenberg video.
Just a little music. I like the music, and I like this conspiracy. It makes me feel, I don't know, somehow it soothes me.
Okay, well, let's.
What if the music is that hold music that's like dum dum da dum 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 dum.
I want to find out how I can get an album of this on vinyl.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's find out. On November 22nd, 1963, Dallas police officer J.D. Tippit was murdered in Oak Cliff about 45 minutes after the assassination of President Kennedy. According to witnesses, Tippit stopped his car at the curb on 10th Street and spoke with a man. Okay, and I'm guessing that's
a picture of him,
Officer Tippit.
And then they just like scrunched it up. It's like real.
Tippit got out of the car.
Yeah, what you guys know more about the internet than I do.
The man pulled a gun
and shot.
But.
Sorry.
No, you need 2 more. But. Tippit was hit 4 times and died.
Instant.
What is this fucking flute?
Yo,
that's what I'm talking about.
This is the music from Karate Kid 2 when they go to Okinawa.
This is like a music bed for like a racist depiction of like a massage parlor or something.
I picture Helmer Reenberg playing the recorder.
Hitting the fuck out of that wood flute.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Oh, he's a looker.
J.D. Tippit is hot.
J.D. Tippit was hot.
Dude,
no one talks about that.
He kind of looks like RFK. No?
So then Lee Oswald.
RFK
he does kind of look like RFK Jr. Damn, that's interesting. And that's interesting.
Chris, do you want to read the I think maybe you should read
it doesn't really make any difference. I'm sure everybody is like confused as to what this is or why I'm even talking about it. But somehow it is heartening to me to know that we should have stormed the Capitol in 1963. That's when this happened. When 63. A complete bunch of bullshit was dropped on the American public, when one of the most popular presidents in history who wanted some progress on civil rights and some progress on taking corruption out of unions and getting rid of the mafia and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, whether or not those things were even like good ideas, there was a huge amount of idealism. I'm just saying that's the moment in this country when people became cynical without realizing it, and they were just too happy to really let it sink in. And now we're dealing with...
Not everybody was happy with the state of America in 1963.
No.
Everybody.
Oh, okay. Now I'm really on a podcast. No, dude. Everybody was...
Nah, dude. It was better.
You know how much fucking shit cost in 1963, dude?
Dude, you could get a hamburger for 17 cents,
Sorry.
bro.
Wait, so then... go on.
No, I was just going to say, if you think that if it doesn't make any difference, if you think that though that America has lost its lost its way or whatever, it's just been lost, and I don't know why that makes me feel better. It just makes me want to fucking hang in there because other people were hanging in there without even knowing it. These people are shopping while this stuff was surrounding them. Now we can at least shop and be aware that things are fucked. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know why that makes me feel better, but it just does make me feel better to know that we are engaging with the problem now.
Reading about other fucked up times in U.S. history when you're about to possibly live through an incredibly fucked up time in U.S. history, I think that makes sense.
Well, I think it's like
this is a continuum. We're all part of a story, and people have lived through it before.
Yeah, and even more importantly, just for me, like I like the fact that we should have been activated by JFK, but everybody was just too checked out or whatever. I just think
LBJ to throw people off the scent that he had Kennedy killed, then passed a lot of civil rights legislation.
Yeah.
So
dude, what are you talking about? Why would I pass that shit if I wanted him dead? Are you serious?
Oh my god, that is such a good LBJ.
LBJ. Come on, bro. What are you talking about? Also, like, man, it's all up in my junk in my bunghole, man. Come on now.
Oh man,
riding up my bunghole.
He does need his pants altered because he's got big dong and a low bunghole.
Yeah, or something. The seam was going up his bunghole, definitely.
The pants that you tailored for me are riding up my bunghole.
He said something about it. He was talking about his bunghole.
Jack, do you want to share a video?
No, not really.
Okay,
I'd love to see more from Professor Crofton.
Mr. Crofton, what other videos can you show us?
Well, I guess I'm sort of obsessed with history because it does remind me that all this bad stuff's always happening, and one of the things that was bad was the Civil War. And so I was watching this the first time I was ever on this show. I talked about metal detecting and how I watch it on YouTube. And I remember Miles said, "What the hell what are you talking about? You watch people on the beach?" And then I said, "No."
Yeah.
No. What do you think I am, an idiot?
No, you fucking baby.
And he was like, "Oh boy, what is it? What do you do, Mr. Sophisticated?" And I was like, "I watch historical metal detecting." And
I'm watching lowbrow beach metal detecting. I'm like, ooh.
So beach metal detecting, the idea is just like people leave shit on the beach and lose shit on the beach.
Yeah, you might find a ring.
So it's just
something.
Like getting people's rings and getting people's like loose change and shit.
And that's not interesting to me at all. In fact, that makes me sad. That makes me sad.
You know how much money they made, bro?
Wait, why does that make you sad, Chris?
I just think it's like that makes me. I don't know, like finding some earrings that somebody, and then being like, they're not real gold. I mean, that just makes me. I just think you should be
looking for the real shit, like a real.
You should be doing something better with your time. I mean, you're trying to make. I don't know.
You should be up on the boardwalk mugging people. Right?
Yeah, strong arm robbery.
Well, whatever it is, I just think it's sad finding people's shit from yesterday. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I don't want
150 years yesterday.
Or cell phones. Like, this guy we're about to watch, if we watch it, is like, and we don't have to, but it's this guy, Aquachigger, that was one of the people that, yeah, that's his name. I know. It's like, it's like, it's not the name I would have chosen. But
not the name I would have chosen.
His name's Aquachigger, and he is like one of the most popular. He has so many subscribers, and he even ended up on He ended up on a show called River Hunters.
Oh, River Hunters.
So where he actually got to go to England and all over Europe and do like metal detecting in moats and stuff.
That's fun.
Yeah, so he got to. I didn't realize, but he got to go. Yeah, his real name's like Bo something or other, and he's annoying, but he's really, really relentless. And the guy just looks at Civil War maps and goes to the river where the camp was and says how they dropped stuff down the bank, and then he goes and finds it. And so one day I was watching his stuff, and then he found a damn whole musket in the river from the Civil War.
Yeah, so and this seems wild to me.
I was just knocked out. I was knocked out. I was like, what else is in the river then? Is like is the Ark of the Covenant in the damn river?
Yeah,
Right.
just sitting there.
Yeah.
right?
What else is down there? Yeah, like the damn, everything is in the river.
The damn U.S. Constitution.
Oh yeah, old jukeboxes and just all kinds. I mean, everything you could possibly want.
Man, this guy kind of looks like
Trump's
Chris
missing
D'Elia.
votes from the 2020 election.
Exactly.
So-
I'm just saying,
So this guy,
votes.
I just think it was a knockout thing for me to see this that there's still
And Chris, you are not alone. This video, for the listeners at home, has 1.7 million views.
Yeah. Okay, so here's him. He's saying, look, this seems like a good area to check out. He's clearly like in chest high water right now.
Kind of hot, also.
he stands around in the water.
In particular that, said, there's going to be something there. I just had a hunch. I've been hunting now for about 15 minutes. Found some modern stuff. Nothing great until now. Well, I don't know if it's great, but it's pretty cool from what I can see. I got a decent signal on the...
He like hit a smile in this way that I was like, oh, he's excited. He's like, until now.
Oh, this guy does not get excited either. He's like,
I know, but you just saw, like, look, there's this like little lip quiver he does that I'm like, oh, he's excited.
Oh yeah, he's excited as
Right there.
hell. This is
There. He said,
his face is about to smile, and then he's like, no, I got it.
come on, Aqua
I'm
Tigger.
Aqua Tigger.
Get
I
it
have to
together, motherfucker.
Get your shit together.
Okay.
He gets
from what I can see. I got a decent signal on the AT Gold.
On the AT Gold, okay.
And I could look down. The water's clear enough that I can see a gun down there.
Not
Some
one.
type of
You can tell.
long gun. I don't know. It could be like a modern shotgun or could be a Civil War gun. I'm hoping. I can't really tell for sure.
He knows.
Come on, Aqua.
Water and let's take a peek at it.
He's teasing it. He knows what he's doing.
He's a showman.
He knows what he's doing, baby.
Why does he have like he has headphones on that look like the headphones that you're at a firing range, but they're the headphones for listening to Metal Detector.
He's like
Weird
Bob,
that
Bob
the
Hope.
stylist says that.
He's got a hammer on
He's
it.
like Bob Hope, but with more algae.
Civil War gun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this shit is so visible,
Sorry.
like just from
Yeah,
that
it's just
surface.
sitting there.
Let's take a quick
So that's
peek.
what's wild is like this shit is just all around us. All right, he's gonna put
Come
his
on,
phone
go under.
underwater, and it's
Go
gonna
under.
immediately break.
Oh,
There it is. We're underwater, folks.
So it looks like a stick.
Yeah, it looks
But
like
it
two
also,
sticks side
you
by
would
side.
never know. You could.
oh no,
so
there's the
obviously-
trigger guard and everything.
But yeah, there's the
Yeah. But that thing's been walked over for people have been
yeah.
swimming and everything.
I would have
They've been
said,
stepping
like-
on a damn.
It seems like he just planted it, but it's the exact same like mossy ass color and
I know. Part of me was
texture
like,
of everything
this
around. it.
motherfucker just planted this.
He
shit,
could
but
plant
no.
it, but he's
But no,
not.
this
He
is-
finds.
He's got.
Yeah, and like it looks like I feel like it would take so much work. And it
to get
like,
it to look like all that.
yeah, to get
sediment
it to
on
look exactly the same
No,
as
for sure,
everything
for sure.
around it. The also just that he was like, yeah, I've been hunting for about 15 minutes and I've like found a bunch of like modern stuff already.
Right.
Is like, yeah, this guy just
Well,
can't
yeah.
stop finding stuff.
He does even videos on finding cell phones. I hate them. I hate them. He does video. He doesn't care what he
It just pisses
finds.
you off when you see it. It's like fucking no, there's so
Yeah, he finds a whole bunch of cell phones and old sunglasses, and he's just as excited as he is when he finds
this
a
teaches
Civil
us-
War gun.
Teaches us everything we need to know about the people of the year 2012.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it makes me sad. Everybody in the year
They
2012
love-
likes
They loved LG phones.
they like neon.
So he's using a magnet now to see if he can get a little magnet action. Whoop! That's a hit.
Yeah, I think we got a hit.
Oh!
So he's got a magnet on a stick, and he just picked up the gun with it. It's definitely a long rifle. I'm seeing Civil War era here, Chris.
That's a Civil War carbine.
Yeah.
He said that's a Civil War carbine, and he says it all calm, but that's about as excited as Aqua Trigger gets.
Yeah,
He's a very stoic
Carbine anyway.
guy who
treasure hunter.
doesn't know how to name a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever he's doing, it's working for him. He's got 1.7 million views on this thing of him finding some moss-covered gun in the bottom of a creek.
He
He's
did
also
say,
put
wow,
up,
this
like-
is so cool.
That log right there.
He's also put up like 1.7 million videos. The guy is relentless.
This is number
All right,
one.
Here she is.
Here,
That's
wow.
another-
There it is. Look at that. There it is. There's a gun from the Civil War.
Wow.
So
And
Which
This
side, though?
reminds
Which
me-
side? Which side, though? Do we know?
this reminds me though of, I don't know which one it is, but he is another example of a guy that's like, well, no, not a guy, but the fact that he's involved with finding things from a period of history that we think of as a long time ago, when not only did the election go badly, but there was an actual war, and people got through it, So that's another thing. Like, I just like looking at history because it reminds me that this is temporary, and even if it is bad, we have had a really great run in post-war America, post-World War II. We had an artificially good run of just standing around eating ice cream and racing hot rods and doing whatever the fuck we wanted and not worrying about anything. And that is not a normal setting. Like, we are not supposed to be able to just drive through fucking anywhere we want and get issued hamburgers and get giant fucking.
I'll have my state-issued hamburger.
Hey, where you going? Come back. I'm issuing you a hamburger.
Yeah. Oh, hello. I'm here for my hamburger, and I'd also like a giant cup of icing and some icing for my dog as well, because we live in a Caligula didn't even get fucking pup cups.
And filterless cigarettes for your daughter.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. We've been living in extra money to go gamble. Oh, let's go gambling. Like, I mean, that's not. This is. We are living in a hedonist. That's why we're all so fucking overstimulated and bored as well. And this is all I talk about on Cold Brew Got Me Like. So I'm actually just pirating my own content. But
that's what podcasting is, Chris.
But the fact is, thank you. The fact is that, yes, we are not living in an enlightened manner. We are living like complete sugar slobs. We're sugar eating machines. And on my podcast, I said, this is what I said, and I'm going to use it because I like it.
All right, this is a quote.
Do you know what a cafe mocha was back in the old days? Like, say, like the year 300?
What?
A king got a cafe mocha once a year, and the people danced, and only the king got to eat it. Because only the king got to experience that
People
level
are so
of
happy
decadence.
that the king got to eat it too.
Now,
they're like,
yes, they're like, he deserves it. He's our he deserves it.
Is it yummy? Is it yummy, Your Highness? Is it yummy?
Look at his smile.
And you have to travel the globe. They had to travel the globe. They had to go to wherever they had to go to Siam to get the damn chocolate, and then they had to go to Australia to get the whipped cream, and then they had to go to
hundreds.
Yeah, they had to go to Madagascar to get the cardamom. Yeah, and then finally, after all these elephant trains went through the mountains and they delivered all the ingredients, they had a bunch of very lucky people got to assemble this mocha for the king, the benevolent king of Scandinavia.
Side question, but relevant. How often, knowing like how exotic things were that would travel like by land to certain to the monarchies of different countries, how often do you think they pulled up and the shit was completely like rotten? And they're like, fuck, dude.
Turns out fucking yogurt is disgusting.
Yeah, or like they ate it anyway because they have no they have no basis for comparison. They're like, this looks amazing, this green meat you've brought me. And
totally.
And I died.
That's how we got cheese. They were like, we brought you milk. And they were like
what's that?
Milk
it's a
is
liquid.
A solid that has green shit growing
so these people had to eat green meat that traveled on the Silk Road. And now we're like, I don't know, how am I supposed to choose a movie? There's too many on Netflix. They all suck.
Different world, different problems. I think ours are just as bad, personally.
But to that point, I think it is what you're saying, Chris. I think to make it serious again, things do change. Nothing stays permanent. And for all the things that we think
that is the one constant,
we're just stuck in certain systems or whatever, that things can happen, and they often do. They usually do. So
and might offer a richer existence than
the cafe mochas just for the king.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Instead of this mindless, I want to have 15 cafe mochas a day and I still feel like shit. And if they run out of mocha, I say, where's a mocha? Where's a mocha? Where's a mocha, you motherfuckers? I didn't join Starbucks rewards program, did not get any fucking mocha.
Yeah.
That's the kind of people we're dealing with. So if we actually took away all the drive-thrus, I don't know if that's on Trump's agenda. Probably not. But, I would like, if there was some moment where we had to come together and remember that some guy fell in a river and dropped his gun and he was probably 22 years old fighting for some bullshit that was all fucking organized by politicians, as usual, pitting Americans against each other while the politicians sit on a hill and smoke pipes or whatever. And, we're now aware. That's all. That's what my historical stuff is. That's what hearing about the JFK assassination is just like, if we can get engaged, we're going to find out that is such a good feeling, as opposed to this endless hedonistic existence which America has been indulging in.
Yeah. Just, the consumption to sort of soothe the like bigger problems that we have. Because it's insane. It's been pretty brilliant, I think, just globally, where it's like, let's swap out progress for consumption and use that as the new gold standard for people to experience some kind of meaning. It was like, how much can you
look at these cool pants?
And everyone feels like a husk. You know what I mean? Because everyone has the exact same shit too. So it's like,
not me.
You just have to.
My drip different, baby.
I drip different.
You know anybody else with a Dodgers hat?
I have never seen that. Yeah. No, that is nice.
Call me chlamydia.
Not with a barely
different.
applied I voted sticker on
it. Nice one, Jack.
What did you say, Jack?
I said, call me chlamydia because I drip different.
I mean, gonorrhea.
And I think for the listeners, it would
dirty
be funnier
jokes.
The second time around. Dirty jokes from the era of the Civil War.
Yeah.
Let's bring back dirty jokes.
Let's bring back dirty. Am I right? You can't say anything anymore. Goddamn.
Exactly. You're on. Hey, welcome back to the podcast, Going Blue with Miles and Jack.
Do you think Joe Biden is like hoping that the Democrats lose so he can be like, see, fucking told you.
I don't know.
What'd I say, man? What'd I say, Mac? Anyways.
As long as someone tucks him in at night, I think he'll be okay. Yeah.
It's about that time to take another break,
all
Miles.
Right.
We're going to come back. We're going to do some other videos. We'll be right back. And we're back. And I just did a Cub Scout outing with the first graders. And one of the things we looked at was man-made versus nature. And one of the things that I think is very cool about the video Chris just showed us is that I would have thought that shit was a stick on the bottom of the river. Turns out there's cathedrals all around us for those with eyes.
I would just love, like, a kid's like, Mr. O'Brien, look what I found. Like, put that fucking stick back. Are you serious?
That ain't nothing.
You're going to hurt somebody. All right. But it looks like it has a lever action. What? Just get out of here.
That's stupid.
That's stupid. Anyway, so Dealey Plaza, 1963.
Bring that stick over here. I'm going to draw you a diagram.
Hey, give me that. Yeah, actually, bring me that. Let's pretend this stick is the motorcade. What? Okay, Chris, I have a question. You ever been to a
shooting alley?
You ever been to a You ever been to a Dutch rave, Chris?
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, this man in the video also hasn't, and is also based on his speaking voice, sounds like an American. This is one of my favorite online videos that I remember when we were all hanging out in the office
together.
I was always saying the word piss buck, and I was like, oh, I need to.
Is piss buck?
People need to understand what this is. This is a video. This is clearly from some like weird Dutch TV show where they're like on scene at a music festival. Report. Yeah. And they're just checking out the urinals, the male bathroom section at the rave. And this is what we get.
I think I've seen this. Yeah, those troughs.
Je eruit kan scheppen. Flinke schuimkraag.
Oh.
Here comes a guy straight out of Central Casting as a truck driver. He's grabbing a urinal cake. Or soap, maybe? Yep, get that. Get it on.
Oh my God!
This isn't a urinal, is it?
He's like, what?
I think it is, man.
I think it is, man.
Whoa.
Yo, gobsmacked.
No wonder boomers are so mad.
Yeah.
This is why boomers are so mad.
This is why I hate
Mag ik heel even wat vragen? Even voor de record. Is dit een pisbak?
Ja.
En serieus, wat hebben wij net gefilmd?
For the record,
it's a piss buck.
It is a piss buck. Yeah, it's a piss buck. 100%. The guy, when he's like, this isn't a urinal, is it? Just the whole exchange and the
Hold on, let me hear him again because it froze for me.
This isn't a urinal, is it?
Oh!
I think it is, man.
I think it is, man.
I love that version where you don't want to be like, yeah, dude, you're rubbing like rave piss all over your hands right now. It's just like,
well, I hope you like rave piss.
Yeah. If you like to wash your hands of rave piss, then you got that.
For the record, Essen Pissbach?
Chris, are you looking up the definition right now on your phone?
No, I'm looking up. No, I was just thinking about
Chris is getting early election results in.
Immune systems are pretty good. You can wash your hands in piss and be fine, probably.
Yeah.
People, my dad's only eaten ice cream his whole life, and he's still alive.
Yeah,
he's 83. Man. He didn't do any one thing that anybody said to do. Not even one.
My friend's grandmother lived to 98, smoked cigarettes, and only had Diet Coke and hot dogs for food.
Yeah,
What happened?
Hey, I believe in a little something called genetics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good
I've got
resources.
I've got them.
Good resources. I've lost my track of thought.
I think that the best video to watch would be maybe. I was trying to. Well, no, I don't. I forget.
I wonder, have we ever said
Bozo
record as some
Bozo dubbed over? What?
I wonder if we've ever said fart a record Essen Pissbach.
Yeah. For the record,
on the show before, and eagle-eared listeners. Do eagles have good ears?
I'm sure
knows.
They got to hear the mice running around.
Can let us know if they've ever heard a reference to that. But.
Did you guys watch the octopus on Netflix? The octopus.
No,
the octopus.
I didn't want it. Or is like
not like Squid
was it
Game
like
or
My Friend Octopus? Wasn't that one?
No, it was like the octopus conspiracy or something. It's a great documentary about deep state stuff. I
heard about that. I kept hearing about
murders?
that like last year.
It's the octopus. Yeah, I think so. It's about a journalist that was murdered, and they said it was a suicide, but it
was like so suspicious, right?
Yeah,
it's like very strange.
And in the middle of it, one of these like CIA operative guys, like this journalist was sort of trying to chase down this story, and he took her into his apartment and said, and like his wife was there, and like she brought like sandwiches in or something, and then they were like, we're in this office, and he's like, watch this, and he rolled a tape of the Zapruder film where the driver turned around and shot the president, and he's like, and then he turned it off and said, don't believe anything you see, or everything you know isn't true, and then they told her to go away. Like he brought her into his house to be like, have a good time investigating this, but let me show you something.
Yeah.
And he showed that, and then he said,
That's a little obvious.
Thought Jackie O was,
but the woman who told that story was dead serious, like some journalist who was not making that shit up.
Wait, so like, we're talking like the dude's driving like this, and he's just like, you know what? Let me just turn around and fucking off this motherfucker real quick, like that kind of shit.
Yes, and it was probably fake, but it was meant to freak her out. It was just him saying, "Don't believe anything you think is true. We fucked with, basically. Like, I'm involved in this shit, and before you start trying to find the truth,
right?
Know that there's a million people who will kill you if you get close to it, and also you're not going to even know it if you see it."
Whoa! Don't drag me into this now.
So
this is bigger than,
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you, Miles.
All right.
But I am saying that that's a good movie to watch for another for another reason why you should maybe spend less time being mad about Mocha and more time running for office.
There you go. Mad About Mocha, your new podcast.
I wish I could play something good for you. I would have brought some fun stuff if I knew we were doing. I wouldn't have brought like JFK. I thought we were doing like, I didn't know we were doing like a take the day off.
This is fun though.
This is the
the
show.
This is the show. Because I want to I want the people to be. If this is a day off, we should be showing videos of like, there's the video. Have you ever seen the video of the guys trying to drive the U-Haul truck out of the parking garage and they tear the whole truck to pieces?
Well,
I don't think I have.
Oh, it's so good. It's these guys that take a U-Haul truck into a parking garage that's not designed for it,
Yeah,
and it's like
it's crazy that they let us just drive U-Haul.
But these guys did not give up. These guys did not.
Do they just scrape it on the fucking
yes, and they do not give up. Yeah, and then like the whole, they like do everything you could possibly do until they finally just have to like run away because they've like, yeah, this is it. Now this is what I want to watch. These guys are unbelievable.
It's a U-Haul coming in. It already hit like, I think this thing is about to impact.
It's like maybe I can fit.
Nope.
Right, but that's just the beginning. These guys that's the thing. They're like, well, okay, well, let's just back it up and see if we can.
The stick-to-itiveness of an American.
Oh, it gets so much worse. They end up hitting.
No, watch out for that one, buddy.
Wait, what the fuck?
Hey.
Wait, what did they even go up on? So they pulled forward, and now they're up on 3 wheels.
They're up on a ramp.
I think it was just the.
They're not done.
Oh yeah, they are up.
What are they doing? They're gonna fucking flip this thing.
They are stoned.
They're gonna flip it for real.
That's a stone.
What?
It's not over. They're still trying to do it. And I love this guy's like.
This guy got out. He's like, hold on. What's underneath the tires?
Yeah, I just like.
Oh, now it's raining down.
Yeah, like they
sewage.
Sewage.
Yeah, they hit a sewage thing.
Is that a sewage line?
It's gotta be that or like a.
Yeah. Like, look,
there's a pipe of
guys.
gray paint going through,
and they're not done.
Dude,
I just like this.
Just back out. But like the backing out in a U-Haul truck does seem like it would be difficult. And
back out, just straight back.
God damn, I identify with this.
At
for
least
listeners,
this isn't happening to you.
For people who aren't watching the video, I don't know. What
this is one way to incentivize. Just check out the video episode. Look, it's one episode a week where we're going to be doing videos. The other 7 uploads we do a week, purely audio. So please don't worry. This isn't a fully video podcast right now. But so they're still. It's just like they've activated like
tear down the whole building. They somehow managed. These 2 delivery drivers are just like, we need to get out of here. We have to get out of here. If we get caught in here, we've torn the sewage pipe out. We've got the water pipes going. We have to get this U-Haul out of this garage because if we get
wait, hold on. They just kept going.
They're gunning it forward. Oh, what did they hit?
They just won't stop. And I admire that.
What is beyond this camera?
I've been there. I don't know if you guys have been there.
I have. Yeah. This is
where you've done something bad.
Yeah.
And you're just like, we have to get away from this. Like
pushing forward.
Yeah. What have you guys been doing down here? I'd like to see someone coming up.
Somebody shows up.
You guys having some trouble?
Hey boys.
Hey guys, first time driving a cube truck or what's going on, boys? You all right?
They practically tore the building down.
Yeah, that was look. That's called American ingenuity and gumption there. So shout out to those people in that U-Haul van.
And something in here, whether it be the guy washing his hands in the urinal and then looking and being like, that's not a urinal, is it? And the Europeans saying it's some
I think it is.
Whether that or the people driving the U-Haul just back and forth and just causing increasing damage, but never having the idea to back out from where they entered. Something in here will resonate with what happened.
It will be some metaphorical. Absolutely.
You will understand the metaphor, and you'll understand why we've shown these videos.
Exactly.
Or just played the audio for them, and us being like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
Well, you can't see that.
Look,
see it.
This election is either going to bring us U-Haul van or piss buck.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the outcome
is. There's no way to know.
Yeah. No way to know.
Chris Crofton. Pleasure having you, as always, on the Daily Zeitgeist.
Thanks. It's a lot of fun, and I'm glad to spend this day with you guys. And
everybody I'm so glad we're here with you too, man.
I want everybody to hang in there and have whatever. I don't know.
Where can people find you, follow you?
They can find me. Stuff. I've gone podcast crazy since I've learned how to edit on my Audacity. And I'm going on so many dates where I talk about Audacity.
Ooh.
And first dates, and I say Audacity. Yeah, I use it. So
I don't know if you heard of a little software called Audacity.
It's sort of new. It's a new thing. And I'm doing Good Morning Got Me Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, where it's a 7 or 8 minute podcast where I've been reading out of this book that I loved during my childhood called Lizard Music. And it's a very funny book. And then I read a poem that I take the suggestions for the poems off Patreon, and then I play part of a song, and that's it. And I say good morning, and I ring a bell. And it's 3 days a week, and it's like bite-sized. You can listen to it in 2 seconds, and it's got a song that I'm hoping will be a song that you, obviously I can only play part of the song, but you can go track it down, and it's a great song to start your day. And I love turning people on to music. And then I've got my cold brew got me like that I do with my brother, and now I'm doing cold brew conversations today. I interviewed Jamie Loftus, who says hi to everybody, and it was such a fun thing to talk to her about this sort of stuff as well, and about, she's volunteering at a homeless aid organization. She said that's how making her feel like acting locally, regardless of what happens, also voting, but doing what you can locally is very important. And then I've got the those 3 podcasts, and then the rest of it is just like I got a new record coming out in March. This documentary is done about me that's been 10 years in the works, and that's coming out in March too. So there's lots you can hear me talk even more.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
A lot on the way. A lot on the way.
Is there a work of media you've been enjoying? I guess we've just been talking about works of media nonstop.
Well, yeah, I did a little thing. I did the job for once. Like, I went and found some media.
Oh, hell yeah.
I did a little thing called What You Guys Wanted Me to Do.
Okay.
It's New York Times pitch bot. You guys are probably familiar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy, Doug J. Balloon. And it's at Doug J. Balloon, and he said today, if Trump wins, Harris supporters must accept his victory peacefully and without rancor. And if Harris wins, Harris supporters must be understanding about Trump supporters' violence and rioting.
That's right.
And it's a parody account parodying the New York Times, and often the New York Times outdoes him with their
actual both sidesism. I was hearing some
centric
great both sidesy shit on NPR yesterday.
Oh, it's so hard to listen to NPR.
Yeah.
Don't check people when they're lying out loud, because that would be rude, I guess.
Yeah.
Or saying wrong shit out loud. Yeah.
Miles, where can people find you? Is there work of media you've been enjoying?
Find me laying down.
Okay.
All right. Because I need a break.
I think I'm going to be in the same place.
Twitter and Instagram, Miles are great. You want to hear about basketball podcast? That's Miles and Jack got Mad Boosties. 90 Day Fiance, which is my escapism. I do that talking on 420 Day Fiance. Oh, and also shout out The Good Thief, that documentary podcast I was on, the true crime podcast. We won a Signal Award, which is so now I can say I'm award winning. Okay,
hell yeah,
and all I had to do was talk, baby. But yeah, that was fantastic. Shout out to everybody.
Congratulations
in that. Yeah, thanks. There is a tweet that I did like, actually. It's at Only a World Away, and this is in regards to the Peanut the Squirrel shit that's going on. Like, as we led into the election, it's like, this is the tweet. I work at the facility where they put down Peanut the Squirrel, and after it happened, it was quiet. But then the doctor farted, and we all laughed. Then someone yelled, "Downtown!" and threw Peanut at the novelty basketball hoop on our trash can, but he missed, and Peanut hit the wall. And then one more, just a video. This is just something for me and the folks that just have weird misplaced anger issues at times. This is from TikTok. And let me just pull it up.
People who talk and they have white stuff right here and right here, and they be foaming at the mouth. Do you want me to beat the shit out of you?
Ooh, I like that.
That's from @Phee PHEEEE underscores. Just love that. Just love that kind of.
Because I can do that for you.
You want
That's
me to?
very good.
I can help you out there.
Yeah, if you need that. So that's very much on some you're a tough guy type energy. Yeah, just angry at some little stuff. Oh, okay. You want to beat the shit out of you.
By the way, real quick, I just want to say thank you everybody who got in touch with me and said they watched Devil at Your Heels. So many Gang people watched Devil at Your Heels, and they were like, "Man, this is a good movie." And I was like, "God damn it!"
This guy knows, man. He got
10 years later.
The one person who can get someone to watch a documentary.
Yeah. I was thrilled. Then people were sending me pictures of their TV screen and stuff. So it was very fun with Ken Carter on there.
It's like an incredible superpower. You should have to file that with the Legion.
I just am grateful to the Zeit Gang for being a whatever nice.
Yeah.
You can find me on
We
Twitter
love
at Jack_O'Brien. Tweet I've been enjoying at oldfriend99 tweeted, friendly reminder that gulp is with a hard G. I once said julp as my bullies were closing in, and it only made matters worse.
That's funny.
You can find us on Twitter at Daily Zeitgeist. We're at The Daily Zeitgeist. On Instagram, we have a Facebook fan page and a website, dailyzeitgeist.com, where we post our episodes and our footnotes. We link off to the information that we talked about today, as well as a song that we think you might enjoy. You can also go check our YouTube channel out. Because we now have video versions of some episodes like this one.
Yes, exactly.
But Miles, is there a song that you think people might enjoy?
Yes, there's another surprise band out of Australia that's pretty cool. They describe their music as hypnotic dance punk, and they're from Melbourne. They're called Gut Health, which I think we can all, use a little bit of that.
I'll get behind that one.
And the track is called Inner Norm. And dude, the fucking bass, the picked bass on this bass line is it's grooving and it's moving, and I like that. So if you liked like a heavy picked bass, sort of like melodic bass line, this track's for you. You like a little energy, you like a powerful female vocal, this is it. Gut Health, Inner Norm.
All right, we will link off to that in the footnotes. The Daily Zeitgeist is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. That's going to do it for us this morning. Back this afternoon to tell you what happened in the election last night. I guess maybe we'll be back like this morning. We'll probably try and do it.
Or we'll have our backs to the wall. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. But we'll be back at some point today with the episode where we actually talk about the election results. And we will talk to y'all then. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.